Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Pascal.
And your girl Sandy, and you guys are watching The Real Beef with S and P. You guys, welcome back, you guys. Okay, welcome back. So excited to have you guys here. You guys, first and foremost, I should let you know a little housekeeping real quick before we go into what we're going to talk about today. We will not be going live this evening, okay? So if you guys are watching this right here and it's Tuesday, okay, May 2nd, we are not going live this evening at our usual time, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? We will definitely be back this coming Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all got to make sure y'all check us out, okay? Yes. But today, we're going to be talking about some things, okay? So make sure you guys chime in, comment down below, holler at us. Let us know what you're thinking. So, what are we talking about today, Pac? Like, what's the tea? What's the beat?
What's crazy is what I love about this is, we are not going to go a week without you guys. We're not leaving you guys empty-handed this week. Let me just tell you guys, we got some stories for you guys and some topics. And the one thing that we need to talk about right here is that Red Table Talk has officially been canceled by Facebook Watch. Now let's be real, okay? They say the series has over 11 million followers on Facebook and an active Facebook discussion group with 600,000 members, and yet they still got the doggone axe. Now, let's be real. I know a lot of us are feeling some type of way about this and are very, very surprised. And some of y'all are very joyous. But I'm telling you right now, the reason why this show has been canceled is not because of the content. It's not because of the salaciousness. It's not because of the entanglement. 3:00 and I'm faded conversation that we saw with Will Smith.
Yep.
This has to do, I think, with the monies from Facebook. They can't afford Red Table Talk or any other shows. It's multiple shows that have been canceled so far. But real quick, I just so you guys know, Jada did come out with a statement, which I'm going to read here really quick. And it says, "We are so grateful to have such a beautiful partnership with Facebook Watch, and we are sorry to see the entire team disband. We wish everyone well in their new journeys to come." This is the very important part, I think. We at Red Table are in talks of finding a new home, and we'll see you soon. Heart emoji. Now, Sandy, I got to know, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, Lord, have mercy, child. Listen, first and foremost, as Pac said, Facebook Watch canceled really all their watch shows, okay, because they're going through a lot, restructuring, whatever the case may be, but everybody got canned, okay, and they just happen to be one of them. Okay, so that should be noted, right? As I mentioned earlier, the other side of it is, listen, I mean, did we all really watch this show? Okay, did we really watch? I want to know. Comment down below. Holler at us. Let me know. Did y'all watch for real? Because I'll be honest with you, my ass only saw the one episode for real. Like, I wasn't interested at all. Like, when it first came out, I was like, okay, this is cute. You know what I mean? The families, sitting down at the table, they having little conversations or whatever. For me, it just came across like it was just us sitting in on family therapy sessions. You know what I'm saying? And to be completely honest, I don't want to sit down on nobody's. I mean, we're not on Ayan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to sit down and listen to all of your, all the things, in your closet. Okay. I'm not really interested in that. It wasn't until really the whole entanglement episode came out that your girl was tuning in because I wanted to hear the tea. You know what I mean? But reality is, I mean, are we sad are we sad that it's going, that it's gone, that it's a wrap? Did we really watch every single episode? I don't really know, okay? But I know somebody who is a little happy that shit's off the table. Now, be Will Smith. And he should be, okay? Because that was just a little bit too much information. You provide, look, Jada, I love you, okay? I really do. I love you, your family, okay? But we really didn't need to know all that shit. You know what I mean? I didn't need to know the background. I didn't need to know about the entanglement. I didn't know you had it. I didn't need to know all that. Okay. And I don't think the world needed to know all that. And I know Chris Rock didn't need to have any of what happened to him happen because you decided to reveal all that to every single one of us on your show. Okay. So for me, I'm like, put that shit on YouTube. If you want to do these little family therapy sessions, start a vlog channel. You know what I mean? Like, you can do all that there. But
I mean, Will Smith did do that though, too, right? Didn't Will Smith do a whole vlog channel and everything? He tried to do something, right?
I'm just like, y'all could do that shit on there. Like, we don't need to really know the inner, the insides of all whatever. And I really don't need to know what's going on in your bedroom. Okay, I really do.
Well, that, and I don't need to know about your mama losing her virginity or your daughter losing her virginity. I don't know. There's certain things that I don't want to hear about on a talk show when it comes to intergenerational family conversations. But at the same time, I mean, it's Hollywood. LA is weird. LA is different. You know what I'm saying? We out here just listening to them talk about whatever the hell they want to talk about, as if it's normal to talk about those things. But I will say this. I agree. The last time I saw a Red Table Talk was about shrooms. That's the only one. The only other one was them talking about psychedelics, and that was with Jaden running the show, basically talking about psychedelics and the benefits of doing psychedelics and all that stuff for mental health, etc. But the only other show that I ever saw was the entanglement video. The entanglement video, and honestly, well, yeah, I mean, haven't we all seen a variation of that? We've all seen a variation.
I don't know the viral videos
of that entanglement.
Out.
You know what I mean? But let's keep it real. They got 11 million followers, 600,000 members that were watching their show. It was the highest rated Facebook Watch show throughout the entire Facebook Watch catalog that they had. Mm-hmm. So I mean, let's be real. The fact that she said, "Hey, we're gonna be, we'll see you soon." I wouldn't be surprised if there's some other platform or TV channel, TV network that wants to pick them up. I'm telling you, it's not over yet. Yes, it's controversial. Yes, people feel some type of way about what this Red Table Talk did to Will Smith, not only to his manhood, but also to their relationship and to the slap seen and heard around the world. But I don't think this is the last that we see of the Red Table Talk, whether we like it or not.
I'm be honest. It's one of those things. Like, even with the viral videos that came out of that interview, right? That's really the reason why I ended up watching the entanglement episode in the first place, was the viral content that came out thereafter,
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is too, I mean, there are so many other networks that would probably, think about it. What networks do you think would probably, pick up on this? Like Lifetime, okay? Hulu brings everybody on, so
Hulu will take anything.
Okay, they're doing the free documentary and shit. I mean, you know what I mean? They might pick this shit up like, oh, this is going to be a
They might.
Hell, Zeus. Okay, at this rate,
Zeus.
Okay, with all the tea they spilling on the show.
And Zeus is all about that sloppiness too. So let's keep it real. I would not be surprised.
Would have been great for Zeus.
I would not be surprised on that. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but honestly, this is not the last that we have heard of them. It ain't over. But the thing is, though, I will say this though too. I don't think that we're gonna have as crazy. If it goes network, I don't think we're going to have as crazy of topics because it's TV. The internet, you can basically, to a certain extent, you can basically do whatever the hell you want. Right. But do you think we're going to have crazy conversations, about psychedelics and other things like that? I doubt it. One other thing too, though, I will say this though too. I think it hit its peak with the entanglement conversation. There is no way you are going to be able to top the entanglement unless you're talking about what happens even more details, more graphic details on how y'all share yourselves in that bedroom. But I highly doubt that they're going to go any further than that, because
there's all kinds of rumors going around about them being all kinds of open and everything, and you know what I mean? And so we still don't need to know. I don't want to know. Like, if anything, that just, listen, when she came out with all that and he was interviewing her and he was talking about some, why did you, do what you did with August or whatever? And she's like, I just want to feel good. And all I just felt,
was messed up.
Manhood just shrank. And I mean, all of the manhood. Okay.
It was,
all of this and down there too. Like,
but you already know that his manhood was already shrunk way before they even did that interview. Okay.
Well, hell, we didn't need to see it public.
Did you see the look on his face? I mean, real talk. Did you see the look on his face? That man had not slept in days. He looked tortured. Okay. Now, speaking of tortured, speaking of emasculation and all that stuff, if that's even a word. Nick Cannon had a few things he had to say about this as well. Nick Cannon calls Red Table Talk the toxic table after cancellation, and says Facebook Watch show led to infamous Oscar slap. There he is with his turban and all that stuff. Sup, dough. Now, very rich man. He's not dumb. I'm going to be real. Let's all be real. Yes, that interview, that conversation about the entanglement and about what you just said, I just want to feel good, like Halle Berry and the Monster's Balls. Okay. Clearly, okay. Yeah, that was the downward spiral for sure. That's the straw that started to break the camel's back. Yep. But what are your thoughts on this?
You know what? Here's the thing. Nick has no place to talk. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay.
Ooh, what?
He can talk about this. You know, he can say his little piece or whatever, but honey, you got one of your baby mamas on your podcast. Okay. She's what, the DJ or something, and she has commentary. She actually just recently went viral for some shit she said about, you know, feeling some type of way when he's around his other baby mamas. Okay.
But is he? But hold on. But is he okay? Because I don't watch his podcast or anything. Okay, but has he been bringing up entanglement conversations and stuff like that, like on his actual show, or is this DJ / baby mama number 14? I don't know what number she is, but is she just having this commentary on side interviews and side podcasts somewhere else? Is she? Oh no, she had
it on the show, scandal? And it was a random comment that came from something he said.
Oh,
and it
damn.
was like, okay, one of the other hosts was like, so how do you feel being around other baby mamas? Okay. And she was like, you know, first of all, you know, turns me on a little bit. And second of all, I do get a little jealous. Now, I believe they share 3 kids, a set of twins and another child too. And so he's over here talking about how messy the table is, it being toxic. And I'm over here like side-eyeing Nick, because I'm like, you got your mama on the show putting some business out there that clearly went viral a few days ago. Okay. About this. So, I mean, look, she could really say what she want to say, to be completely honest. It could have been worse what she said. She could have really said some other stuff. You done brought your home life to your platform, to your podcast, just like they did, okay, by having your baby mama on the show. So you really can't talk.
He has no place to say anything.
No. And then he had a game show that was like, be my next baby mama. Like,
but that was a joke.
Right, but at the same exact token, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about the table talk, red table talk being messy.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a little mess yourself, and you hired one of them. I mean, not one of the messes, but one of them baby mamas for your podcast, for your show.
You got a point.
And she really could do the same that they do over there, airing their dirty laundry. If she really
it's like calling the kettle black, right? Isn't that the saying, calling the kettle black? Yeah, I get it. I see that piece. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he is saying something that a lot of people feel like he's just saying the quiet part. Actually, he's saying the loud part out loud. We all been saying this since the slap. We've all broke this down, and how I feel personally. I feel Jada broke this man. She broke Will Smith. I mean, come on.
And she broke her image of him too. Think about it now, because I'm only going to speak for females, right? And you holler at me, let me know what you feel from a male's perspective, okay?
Sure.
But from a female perspective, I always saw Will Smith as this tall, dark, handsome man, you know, strong in many places. Okay, y'all women know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all men might too, okay? Because I ain't got no problem with either way, okay? But I'm saying, y'all know what I'm talking about, like this, tall, dark, strapping man who's strapped in many other ways as well. That's what I envisioned. I don't know that for sure. I don't know them motherfuckers, but I felt it that might be the case, because you see him in these stand-up roles and these amazing movies and these amazing things, and you have this vision, right? And then you see their family structure, and you're like, oh, they're the beautiful family. They have this great structure. Blah, 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 blah. And then you get to Red Table Talk and all they business is in the street. Then you done emasculated this man on this platform talking about your entanglement. Okay, allegedly.
Broke the man.
Blanket over all this. And you know what I'm saying? And so now you done emasculated this man on national, everywhere. It was everywhere at this point. I mean, it's not TV, but it went that viral, right? And so now my views of him is just a little bit different, because I feel bad for the brother, and 2, I'm like, you kind of soft, bro. You might be a little softer than what we thought, because you just sitting here, you actually interviewing your wife about her entanglement with another brother. Like, that's a little bit, it just took some of that away from him. You know what I mean? And I felt bad for the brother that way. So let me know your thoughts from a male's perspective.
Okay, so I think as far as a male's perspective, all right, number one, he shouldn't have done that interview. I don't understand why he did that interview in the first place. He shouldn't have done the doggone thing. That's number one, because instantly you going up there, you're co-signing this type of behavior. That's number one. Also on top of it, like this is a very, very big number one, all right? Not only is that you co-signing to that behavior, it's second, well, I'll just say number two, it's also emasculating the hell out of this mother lover. Also, I will say this too. You just said it, and I haven't even gotten to Jada yet, and I will get to Jada. But when it comes to Will Smith, what you just said, he's larger than life. He is Big Willie style. He is Will freaking Smith, Grammy winner, now Oscar winner, all these, all these accolades, all this stuff. There's a little bit of mystery. There's a little bit of je ne sais quoi when it comes to these specific movie stars. And now you are literally dropping yourself 1,000 pegs by going onto a talk show and addressing something that should be done behind closed doors on your own time, that is seen in the world as a emasculating conversation. Mm-hmm. Let's be real. You got a wife that's sitting there going, I want to be happy. She want to be Halle Berry. She wants to be Monsters Balls, okay, with Billy Bob Thornton up in this biz naive. Right. That is really, really wrong. Really messed up that he was willing to do that. The mystery of Will Smith all of a sudden got knocked out, blown up with napalm. And that's the bad part about that. Now, when it comes to Jada, oh, I got so many things to say about Jada. Let me just say this really quick, okay? I used to have the biggest crush on Jada back in the day. Man, she is still beautiful, okay? She still is. But I had a huge crush on her growing up, okay? Let's be real. But the fact that she had the obsessions over Tupac constantly, and I feel like there was a constant comparison. There's nothing compares, like the entire time with Will Smith. And Will Smith is always trying to one up a dead man. Okay, allegedly he might still be alive. That's apparently what they say out here. Like he the Blackie Elvis. Okay, right. But on some real stuff, you got a woman who's constantly comparing a dead man, okay, thuggish, ruggish bone, to Will Smith, who is larger than life. Great guy, good heart, motivating, inspirational. Now she's doing all this, and then of course I don't know about her career. Let's keep it real. Her career ain't shit.
But here's the thing. Does she really need to do anything?
No, but she doesn't. But at the same time, you got to remember who we're dealing with here, though.
Right.
We're dealing with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Right.
And Jada Pinkett Smith wants to have her own lane. Hence the reason why she goes, ooh, Red Table Talk. This will be brilliant. She puts this whole thing together, but then she uses this as an opportunity. Oh, this will get ratings. This will be amazing. This will show me being, I'm a woman and I do what I want. I get what I want. And you see what I'm saying? This empowering thing, which actually ends up being extremely toxic in the long run. Yeah. So she brings her husband on, emasculates him. Yep. He's willing to take the L, which I get. I'm being real. He took the L. Big live. Time. Everywhere, everyone saw this, destroyed his persona, destroyed his brand, his image, just so she can get a few million views on her brand new show, Red Table Talk.
That got canceled.
It got canceled.
All that and still got canned.
But it's still going to get picked up. You'll see. You will see. But when it comes to Jada, I think she is only thinking about herself and herself only. She's thinking about her career, and that's it. She's like, hey, I popped these kids out. I was the mom. I raised them, blah, blah, blah. Now it's my turn. Yeah. You could be Will Smith, but I'm going to be Jada.
There you go.
But still bury my husband in the long run for her own financial and viewership gain. I'm not with it. If that is your wife, fellas, run. I'm sorry. That is not
like
that is not a ride or die. Like Tupac, he's always he was looking for that ride or die. Apparently she was ride or die for him, but she's not ride or die for Will Smith. I got a huge problem with that. Huge.
I totally see where you're coming from, and it's crazy because I actually had I had the opportunity to interview Will Smith when he came here to St. Louis
Yeah.
for 7 pounds. And I mean, understand like what that was like to have been in a place where, you're literally speaking directly to him, okay? And then you just see this incredibly just this persona that you've known and seen in movies and shows and all of this all these years, and the vision I had for him back then when I did my interview with him, right? Versus where it is now after all of this, especially after the whole Chris Rock situation and all of that. It's just a completely different thing. I so feel for the brother. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I mean, he's just an incredible man. I mean, when I interviewed him, he was so gracious to me. I was brand spanking new, so
Hmm.
serene, and he was so amazing, so super sweet, so down to earth. I know it's what a lot of people say about a lot of people they interact with, but it's the honest to God truth. And then, after all this came out, the clips went viral, the Chris Rock slap. Like, I feel for the brother. Do I think it was appropriate? No. What he did, however, it was a combination of everything that transpired prior to, and it was just, what happened. You know what I mean? Is it wrong? Absolutely. Was it wrong? Absolutely. Was he justified? Look, everyone has a different temperament. Do I think that was right for him to do? Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
However, again, all of those things happened because of red table talk or toxic
Yeah.
table. Okay, as Nick likes to call it. Okay, so
I'll
yeah,
say I'm with Nick, calling it toxic talk, but maybe by them going to a network or going to another streaming platform or something like that, maybe maybe they'll pull the reins a little bit, because
I think they're going to.
if there's more money involved, then those money guys are going to have a lot more to say about what you can and cannot talk about. Because let's be real, unless she's trying to create like a Jerry Springer red table talk type of show, um, she can't be using her family all the time.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean,
she
there's
really can't.
advertisers that need to advertise on that show too, and that's what's going to
Exactly.
appeal to them. So it's got to be topic matter, commentary. It's got to be, the guests that come on that talk about the things that actually affect and impact the world, as opposed to what impacts and affects their family. You feel
Exactly.
me? Right? And so Facebook, and being that it was a Facebook watch show versus it being a network TV show,
Hmm.
totally changes the thing, because at the end of the day, they probably gave her a lot more creative freedom, being that it was on Facebook Watch and it was something new and yada yada, right, for that platform, versus her actually going to a network where they are going to probably say, okay, we got to reel this in, we got to change up some things, we need more topical matter that's going to impact or, really affect more outside of your household, okay, so that we can appeal more to the masses and appeal to more of these advertisers. They're going to advertise on that show. You feel me?
Absolutely.
So
No,
yeah.
absolutely. I agree with that 110%. I mean, but then at the same time, you never know. After everything that went down, how everything unfolded with the Oscar slap all the way back to the entanglement situation,
Mhm.
you never know. Some networks or some streaming services may not want that kind of content or may not want that kind of toxicity. But then again, who am I saying? Who am I kidding? They
Right.
love that kind of ish. If it brings clicks, if it brings viewers, they're going to keep feeding that machine like a mother
Right.
lover.
Very much
But
so.
what say you guys? What say you? Comment in the comment section. Let us know what your thoughts on this are. I mean, hopefully you enjoyed that crazy conversation. But hey, yo, again, last thoughts. Sandy, last thoughts. What are your thoughts on here, real
Man,
quick? Let's wrap it up.
listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? I think it was cute for the moment that it was up. I think its season is over. I just don't see a need for us to rehash and bring that back to a network. And if it does happen to end up on a network, do I think it's going to do very good? I doubt it. I don't think that it's going to go past that. I honestly think there are so many people that are resentful for how everything transpired after that episode came out, that I think a lot of people are going to be turned off to tuning back in if it were to find another network or another platform to be on. So if
Hmm.
anything, hey boo, Jada, we love you. We love your whole family, okay? But you might want to look into YouTube or something of that nature. Okay, y'all
Yeah,
can go live and do all the type of stuff. Look, you can sit right next to us on YouTube and just do the damn thing. Do your thing. Not eat. People could choose whether they want to watch it or not. But my choice is I will be watching. I wasn't watching before. I only watched that one episode because it went viral and that was it. Because there was no interest to me at all whatsoever. So for me, it's a good riddance. I mean, it is what it is. I think it caused too much drama. It was messy for them and not for anyone else, but for them. Which to me, I'm just like, look, you hurting Will Smith too, and there's only so much you doing, Jada. Like y'all needed, you need the breadwinner to bring home the bread. Okay,
Mhm.
let's not mess up his shit in the process of
Yeah.
trying to put yourself on the map. How about we just talk about other things, keep your family out of it, okay, and keep it pushing. So I'm all good riddance to the show. I don't need to see the shit pop up on any network. I'm good. What do you think?
I'm on the side of I'm with you on that. Like I mean I'm not going to miss it if it goes bye. I'm not going to miss it.
Mhm.
What are they going to continue talking about? I mean, in my mind, I'm going, where can you go from here? Okay, Deborah Cox, where can we go from here? So that's my question. Where can you build? What can you build from this show? The other thing too is though, I do feel like there should have been some sort of conversation about the Oscar slap, an address to the actual Oscar slap that we never got. And not in a beneficial way. I'm saying a standalone conversation with her and just the camera, her
Yeah.
addressing her perspective on everything, and also just taking taking responsibility on some of what happened in that situation. I'm not sitting here saying that she's the one who walked over and slapped Chris
Right.
in the face, but she could have stopped or said something to maybe quell the situation from actually happening. So, and of course, I know there's going to be a lot of pushback on that, on my comment on that as well. But at the same time, let's keep it real. She was going to use this as an opportunity. Ooh, let me get Will and let me get Chris in the same room at the red table, and we're going to do a red table talk about it, rather than doing that behind closed doors as a personal conversation
Right.
to mend a friendship that, or at least a,
An acquaintanceship,
an
or you know what I'm
acquaintanceship,
saying?
or yeah, you know what I'm saying, like a coworkership,
Oh yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
right.
They didn't but instead she was going, oh, this is a time for healing and all that, trying to spin it in a way so that she can maybe secure the bag for her own TV, for her own talk show. I'm not cool with that. So if it's going to continue to be that kind of toxic, like Nick Cannon said, the toxic table, I'm not here for it. I'm saying bye-bye. Yada, yay, good luck, good
Deuces.
on you. But at the same time, I don't see why not a network or a streaming service going, hey, you did so well over on Facebook. Let's see how you do over like Crackle. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens here. But guys, comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are about this. It's a crazy one, but I don't think we've heard the last of Jada Pinkett's Red Table Talk. I'll say that. There may be another title to it, but I don't think it's over yet. Okay. But definitely comment down below. Okay. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. And if you haven't done it yet, I don't know what is wrong with you. You guys are missing out on one of the best shows ever. Hit that subscribe button down below. All right. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys soon.
Love y'all. Bye, y'all.
Peace.